Hi, so we're going to do a currently inked video for October 2023.
Yeah.
We haven't done one since June, which is nice. Okay,
So
16 pens, which is
gonna.
usually the number we have.
It's a lot of
It's a
pens.
lot, but
They're very nice pens.
yeah, and there's a couple new inks maybe,
We'll
or
show
one or
off all of these
yeah, I'm
and
banging everything here.
more.
So what we're actually, you know what I'm going to start with? I'm going to start with these two pens right here, because this actually has my most recent ink in it, and it's one I did a video recently with, and that is Pelikan, Ink of the Year, Rose Quartz. I got this at the Pelikan Hub this year.
Pelikan is lovely.
Pelikan is
I really like the brand. Actually, as you can see right here,
we have a bit of Pelikan.
we have a little ceramic pelican.
Yeah, I got
pen
that last
holder.
year at. Well, I got that last year.
Pelikan Hub.
So rose quartz. Let me give it a little stir. I'm.
It's a lovely.
Well, actually, you know what? It's an ink that is a little outside of my usual taste. I'm just gonna do a little
Look at it. It's interesting because it looks kind of green
in the bottle,
in the bottle.
but it's rose quartz.
A lovely rose quartz color, which I think is interesting because, like, why is it green? Why
Oh,
does it look green?
that's a good question.
Why?
Why? I didn't
And
even
somebody
notice that.
tell me. I'm very
It's just-
confused.
It's just how the light is on our camera affecting the bottle. But
Please
yeah, so
somebody
it's
tell
the
me.
Edelstein, which is gemstone, rose quartz, Pelikan Ink of the Year.
I think rose
If
quartz
you
is rather
went online and uh, registered for art or for the Pelikan Hub, you got a free bottle with, and a notepad, which is quite nice. Now, I
Free
normally
stuff.
don't like colors that light, personally. But
It's
at
a
the
rather
same
nice
time,
color,
I'm
though.
sort of thinking I might try to use it because I was looking through my inks and I use a lot of greens, and I use a lot of blues, and I use a lot of, darker colors. And
Crimsons.
crimsons, yeah. So this is the Pelikan. And it's the rose quartz. So it's kind of nice to have something a little different. Um, and I have it in a Faber-Castell loom, and I put it in this one because it has a nice bouncy little nib, and I found that the longer I let it sort of saturate the feed, it just seemed a little richer, like over time. And this is a nice pen. It has a really, nice line variation, so I think it suits that ink. And actually, looking at it right there, it's quite nice. And I also put it in another pen, and this is sort of a no-name pen that I have. It's an older pen, and it has
I've personally been very curious about.
yeah, who made this pen? I know who made the nib, a nib manufacturer named George Peter Rupp. And he worked for Coeco, and he died in 1970. And he made a lot of nibs for other pen manufacturers. And it's a very nice nib. And as you can see, now, I put it in this pen. I cleaned it out as best I could, but I knew there was a little bit of residue from another ink, actually a green, and I was kind of interested to see what would happen if the rose quartz became contaminated with another ink. And what happened is it actually turns into a nice brown. So I'm writing down rose quartz, even though it isn't any longer. It's Franken ink.
Everybody's favorite Franken ink.
Yeah. I'm going to call it a Franken ink because it's slightly contaminated, but it made this rather nice brown. And this is a nice pen, hard to clean. I got most of it out, and I kind of deliberately left a bit of ink residue in there just to see what happens. And it turned into a nice brown, and you can still see some line variation and things like that. So that's two pens. Now, I'm going to actually say that I quite like this rose quartz because it's different from everything else I have.
It's a very unique color.
Yes.
It's almost floral, I'll say.
Yeah, I can see why they call it a gemstone, a gemstone ink.
It's definitely similar to rose quartz in color, but just more vibrant.
Yeah. Anyway, I like it. It's different from a lot of stuff I have. It's not so light that I find it hard to read, which is a problem I have with, say, like yellows or other pink colors. I find them hard to read. So next pen we're going to do is this pen right here. It's a Cross Solo. This is the pen that has changed my opinion of Cross. Do you know that, Sam?
No, actually.
Because it's a Cross Solo.
I'm pretty sure you have like one cross that you love and one that you hate.
This
right?
is the one. Well, I shouldn't say I hate it, but
you strongly dislike it.
I don't dislike it even. I just don't understand it. I don't quite understand the design. So this is a Cross Solo, and I have Diamine
Black?
Writer's Blood.
Oh, yes. Diamine Writer's Blood is a very nice color if you haven't seen it.
Now in this pen, it actually comes out very dark. This pen is a Cross Solo, but I think it was manufactured for the Japanese market because I got it from a vendor in Japan. And right on the cap here it says Japan. Now Japanese nibs tend to run a lot finer than European nibs. Cross is an American and European brand now, and the nib on this reminds me very much of a Japanese nib, which I quite like. And it's an inexpensive pen,
So
but
it's
it
a
writes
pen that...
it writes as good as any expensive pen that I have.
So why are you not sure about you liking it or not?
Oh, I love this pen.
This is the one that you love.
This is the one I love. The other one is I'll show you another time.
Not good.
Well, no, it's a great pen. It's just I just don't like the design. Yeah, the other one. So
As you can tell, Dad's opinions are very confusing.
yes, the next pen we have is this lovely little Mont Blanc, 320. See,
It's a nice pen. It has a very nice pattern on the top and bottom.
Notice how the colors are very similar.
Very, very similar. That one almost, like, this one in comparison almost looks like it has been kind of light bleached.
Yeah, it's just a lighter tone.
I know, but I'm just saying it kind of looks almost.
And I have in this one, this Mont Blanc 320, pen from late 60s, early 1970s. And I have Waterman Serenity Blue. Don't you like that name?
Serenity Blue. It's a very nice name.
It is a nice name.
It's a good ink, honestly.
I just totally forgot how to spell blue. I was thinking of blood.
Ah.
Blue blood.
Fair.
Yeah,
fair.
Serenity Blue. That's a nice name. And I quite like the Waterman inks, actually. I'm going to have to get more. And what pen do you think we... Oh, let's do this one. What do you think of that pen?
Ooh.
Do you like that? That's a Diplomat Arrow, and it's the black and
I don't know
silver
what
stripes.
to think about it.
Are you familiar with Zeppelins? Airships.
I know.
The Hindenburg.
It looks similar to a Zeppelin.
And that's actually part of the design inspiration for this pen.
Huh.
And it even has a little propeller on the front.
Okay, the propeller is neat.
And this is a metal pen. I think it's aluminum.
Okay, I will state.
Full cap. And I love that. Listen to that.
Okay, that is a good sound.
That's a good sound, isn't it?
Get that close to the camera. Like, hear that?
This is one of my favorite pens. I got it early this year.
Next up, PEI Pen Guy, ASMR.
Yeah.
Just writing and caps. that pen, I don't know how I feel about this one.
Why?
I just don't know how to feel about, like, the design. It clearly writes pretty well. It looks pretty.
Beautiful writer. And it has a steel nib. And
what I can say for sure is it's one of the pens of all time.
Yes. Oh, one of the pens of all time. What's that mean?
It's one of them.
All-time greats or...
No, it's just one of the pens created in history.
Well, now I really don't know what that means. So in this I have Ink Institute.
I'm trying to say it's not...
Ink Institute Jadeite, which is a beautiful green, and it gives nice sheening red to it. It's a very nice ink.
It's a very good ink.
And actually, you know what? This pen, you said for all time. This pen is so well made that it probably is going to be around. If I take care of it, it's the type of pen you could give your grandkids.
Well, it's certainly one of the pens of all time.
It's one of the pens of all time. Yeah, okay.
In the sense of...
Because it's so well made, it's made of solid material.
It's a pen.
If you take care of it, it's going to last a long, long time. Here's a nice little pen, Sam. Where'd you go? He wandered off.
Behind you.
Okay, this is my TWSBI Mini.
I was just thinking, sorry, there's a bit of a tangent.
It's a back Mini. Yeah.
But I remembered that in a drawer in a cabinet just over there, you used to have a fountain pen.
Yeah.
That was older and can't remember.
Oh, well, I do have one, and we're going to have to do a video on that. It's the oldest pen we have.
Was it the one that was in that cabinet?
What cabinet?
The one back there.
Oh, no, it's in another cabinet.
No.
It's downstairs.
No,
right now.
was it in that cabinet?
No. It was never in that cabinet. So this is a TWSBI back Mini.
Sorry about my tangent. ADHD brain is all over the place.
No, the oldest pen we have is set aside now. It's just downstairs in Mom's pen case.
Oh, lovely.
But it's from 1929.
Wow.
I'm going to say that's a long time ago, almost 100 years. So the TWSBI back Mini, I put platinum carbon black.
It's just 20 years older than you.
No,
I'm joking.
It's far older.
You're older by probably a decade, right?
Ouch. Actually, 1929 was the year my mother was born.
Oh!
So
I'm
30
teasing,
some years older
I
than
am
me.
teasing my father. I get how time works.
Mhm.
Don't worry.
So this is I actually haven't had this inked up in a little while, and this is one of my favorite pens. And I put carbon black in it because it's an ink that's so durable, and it's lots of uses. It's waterproof, it's fade proof,
I use
and it's fountain pen friendly.
the carbon black for like drawing.
Yeah, you use it.
It is an excellent ink. I would highly recommend it.
Yeah.
It's great for line work, and if you're into drawing, I'd highly
Watercolor.
recommend using Diamond Carbon Black.
Yeah. So next pen is this one. What do you think of that pen? Is that a pen for all time?
It's stubby.
This is a pocket
It looks
pen.
stubby.
This is a pocket pen.
It's a pocket pen.
And somebody gave me some information about why this style of pen was called.
Why is the cap so big?
I'll show you in a minute.
Okay.
So pocket pen. When the original designs of these in the 60s and 70s came out, Japanese fashion, men's shirts had very shallow pockets, and they designed a pen that would fit into it. So it's a shallow pen. Usually a pen would be much longer, and if you had a shallow pocket, the pen would be sticking way out and would fall. But this pen was designed with a large cap and a small body, so that when you pull the cap off and put the cap on, you got a full-sized pen.
That is really clever.
That is really clever, and also very beautiful.
Oh, that is lovely.
And I love the nib on this pen. And this is a Pilot.
Personally, I've always loved the look of kind of an inbuilt nib that just kind of meshes with it. It looks lovely.
Yeah, and
that's an excellent pen right there.
You like that one?
I really like that
that's
one.
a Pilot E95S.
Like the nice contrast of the kind of
the warm
dark
colors,
crimson with the warm silver, and then the gold highlights.
Yeah, the gold trim. I would call that champagne. That color on the body of the cap.
I'm just saying silverish because
it's kind of a silver. It's kind of
like almost you took silver and then sandblasted it.
Or there's a little bit of gold in that silver.
Yeah.
So I'd call that a champagne.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
But like the kind of nice warmer colors contrasted with the crimson, that is a excellent pen in my opinion.
And I put one of my favorite inks in it, and it's called Dominant Industry. And it's called Ginger Chicken. You know the story behind this ink?
No.
This is a Wonder Pens exclusive ink. Wonder Pens is a pen company, a pen shop in Toronto, and they have two studio cats. One is called Ginger, and one is called Tuna, and one is called Chicken. Now,
So
the tuna
they're
is
just
a great.
cats that hang out.
Yeah, and you like cats. Tuna.
We have two
We have-
studio cats
we have two studio-
ourselves.
Yeah. So, chicken is sort of a ginger colored cat, and tuna is gray. So there's a tuna gray and there's a ginger chicken, and I use the ginger chicken in this pen. It is a very nice ink, actually. So there's a better example of the color. This is a fine nib, so it's a lovely ink in a lovely, lovely pen, right?
That is excellent. I was kind of confused at first because typically chickens are not ginger.
No, that's true. Unless you cook it with ginger.
That still wouldn't be ginger. You'd have to cook it with like turmeric to get that color.
No, if you actually diced up ginger and added it to chicken, it would be quite nice.
That'd be good.
Yeah. So this is.
But to get that color, you'd probably use turmeric.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
That is actually true. Yeah, yeah. So it's turmeric chicken,
It's like a butter chicken.
but they call it ginger chicken.
Yeah. Sorry about the tangent.
Yes, many tangents. So this is a Twisby,
It's our charm.
VAC 700R Iris, and I have Diamine, Ancient Copper, in this one.
That is a lovely color.
Yeah, it's actually very similar to the ginger chicken,
It's rather similar, but it's almost
but different. Yeah, and
more
that's it.
red
All like
and a bit
yeah,
softer.
and in different pens, inks look different. You know.
I'm just gonna say it's almost a bit softer.
Yes. Yeah. It's
The
dark,
other one looks almost
darker.
dark and sharp and dry almost.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it without sounding like one of those people who sip on wine and are like, yes, you can really taste the egg and coriander in this fermented grape juice. I don't want to sound like that, but it's a rather lovely color.
Yeah. Now here's a nice pen too.
Ooh, yeah.
And this is a Pilot.
I like that.
That's a Pilot capless or a Pilot vanishing
Wait,
point.
it has a...
Yeah, you press a button. It's a retractable pen. See?
It's like a ballpoint, but fountain. I didn't know that was a thing,
You didn't
and
know
I
that was
love
a thing?
that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, repairing it or filling it must be a bit tricky.
Actually, it is a little tricky at first.
Because you'd
yeah.
have to, like, deconstruct it and make sure.
And I have, in this one, Diamine Ancient Copper. And I've used this a lot lately, so it's almost running down.
And that we've already talked about coppery color.
Or do I have Ancient Copper in this? What do I have in this?
No, this
I have.
doesn't look like ancient
This
copper.
isn't. This is Private Reserve Black Cherry. And it's
Okay,
getting.
that makes more sense, because I look at them and thinking those are very different.
And I have to refill this pen.
It is a lovely color.
Yeah. Kind of dry. But it's very nice. I have to
Just
refill
needs a
it.
refill.
Because I've been using this a lot lately, so
The black cherry is really lovely.
Black Cherry is nice.
That's a excellent ink.
Yeah. What do you think of this pen?
I think if you just want, like, this seems like a pen you would have in on a desk, at work.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, just the
A work
kind
pen?
of sleek, simple,
Mm-hmm.
seems like something you'd have at work.
Yeah. Well,
Like something you put in a pen cup. And
I
then
wouldn't put it in a pen cup.
it seems like it'd be in that environment.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's
Just like a workplace pen. It seems nice.
Good
I
for
like
work.
it. It
yeah, actually.
has a rather cuboid, squared off clip. It's
The body.
sleek. It's nice.
The body is
So-
made of macrolon, which is sort of a
Ooh.
fiberglass.
Lovely. I was gonna say it kind of looks fiberglassy.
It has a gold
Has a
nib.
nice matte black gold nib. Little
Yeah, plated.
hints of
It's plated
kind
with I forget what it's plated with.
little hints of steel almost
Yeah,
with
and this
that
is
metal.
one of my favorites.
It's a simple, tasteful pen.
Yeah, and this is
I like it.
Lamy 2000.
Ooh, yes.
Very nice writer.
Lamy 2000s are excellent pens.
Yes.
I didn't actually know exactly what they looked like, so I didn't recognize them immediately.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard about them and seen about them and listened to Dad's ravings and rants about them, they're very nice.
Yeah, and this has
This is
Monteverde California
Monteverde.
Teal, which is also another really nice green.
I love like kind of teals, like turquoise, like bluey greens. They are some of my favorite.
Yeah. And as you look as I go through this list, you can see why this is actually kind of a nice thing to have in my because
stands out.
it's so different from all the other inks I have.
Exactly.
Because when I go through it, it's like, oh, I've got several inks that are quite similar, but are very different, right? This is, Ink Institute Jadeite, California Teal. They look the same, but they are quite different.
Oh yeah.
Right, but
Once
this
you get
is
into
totally
the intricacies,
different.
Yeah. But that just like sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
In the
So
best way possible.
So it's kind of good. I wouldn't have bought that myself.
Yeah. Well, you have it. So.
And what do you think of this pen?
That is excellent.
That is excellent.
I really like the kind of blue stripes. I know that you were looking for this, I think.
Yeah.
And you were very happy to get the blue, right?
Yeah, and it's called a Pelikan.
It's a Pelikan.
Pelikan
yes.
405.
I really like the kind of rounded area they have for your fingers to rest in. That little detail. This is a very lovely pen. It has an excellent design.
It's a classic design.
And I just want to say about the pink, honestly, my first favorite thing is a free thing. My second favorite thing is a good thing. Because it's like, you can have really nice coffee, but a free coffee is always going to be like...
Yes, free coffee is always going to be good.
You can't beat it because there's no risk.
So anyway, that's a beautiful pen. And it has Diamine Oxford Blue. Suits that color blue perfectly.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That is a perfect match. Typically, when it comes to pens, I'm, think it's okay to try to match colors and stuff. But with this one, I think it's really, really nice.
Now, when I went to the Pelikan Hub, I took this along with me.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's my Pelikan. One of my Pelikans.
Excellent Pelikan as well.
Yeah. Excellent pen.
It's like very fine at that.
Yeah. And other people who... other people who went to the Pelikan Hub brought other pens, not necessarily Pelikans. Yeah. It was really fun to look at everybody's pens.
And just the way the light bounces off of that blue part, where it's like, you can see the lines when the light bounces off of it, but you can also just kind of see how it almost blends together when it's not highlighted.
This one's dry. Why is that? Oh, no, wait, there we go.
Just need to get the flow going.
So, the next pen, what do you think of that one?
This is a Conway Stewart.
No, it's a Pelikan.
Pelikan. No, I was reading your notes and I was like, that color's kind of similar. Hello, pen. Are you there?
This is an old Pelikan 12.
Which one is that?
So,
looks like you struggled with it while making your notes.
No, it's an old pen. It has a couple little issues on it, but actually, I haven't used it for a while. But it's
a very thick writer. It makes thick lines.
It has a bold,
I like that.
A bold line. Yeah.
I like it.
And it has Monteverde.
Monteverde, Chronite.
No.
I cannot read, especially cursive.
It has. My handwriting is terrible. I'm sitting behind a camera here trying to write. So it has Monteverde Chariot, which is a lovely sort of purplish color, and it actually suits this pen quite nicely. It started off dry. I haven't written with this for a couple days. It does kind of hard start, but once you get it going and use it every day,
that has like actually rather lovely lines.
Yeah. Now one day, when I had to repair that nib, actually, but one day I might replace that nib if I ever come across a really nice example that would fit into it. And you can find the nibs.
Yeah.
I just have to go looking sometime. But yeah, that might be a project down the road. But it's still a very lovely writer. It has this beautiful broad line, like you said. And so next pen, what do you think of this one?
I love that
it's a lovely one,
color.
Yeah,
I love the color.
Yeah.
Personally, turquoise is my favorite color.
Mm-hmm.
So the color is a big plus for me, and the design is pretty good. Not the biggest fan. Personally, I prefer things that are a bit more
I like the classic. I think it's a classic.
It's a good pen. Like, that's classic. The color really pulls it together.
And
then that nice little wrap there.
Yeah, that's where the cap clips on.
Yeah, I think it's lovely.
Yeah, and this is Diamine. Aurora Borealis.
Woo!
I haven't used this.
Fitting for that pen.
Yeah, it actually works quite well. I haven't used this ink in a little while, and I quite like this ink, actually. And it suits that pen really nicely.
I assume it's themed after the one and only Northern Lights. The Aurora Borealis.
That's true.
Localized entirely within your kitchen. That's a little reference, if you get it.
I don't get it.
To The Simpsons? Aurora Borealis.
I've never seen that.
This season, this location, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Okay. I don't know.
Reference.
Okay. Beyond me. This is a Pilot Custom.
Somebody will get it.
Yes. This is a Pilot Custom 74, and it has an Esterbrook ink in it, which is something I had a little sample of, and I quite like this ink. And Esterbrook, nice and wet, and it's cobalt blue. I don't have it in that, no. We actually have to do a video on that.
This is a lovely case I just noticed.
Yes, there's a whole story behind that. Anyway, we're pointing.
We'll do a video on it eventually.
We're talking about something you can't see.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Pilot Custom 74 with Esterbrook ink, cobalt blue. When you do the little smear, you can really see why it's called cobalt. Kind of a denim color in some ways, a bit darker. Nice and wet. I like that ink, actually. Maybe someday I'll get a bottle.
Honestly, that is a color that is lovely.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it could go well with this pen. Possibly.
Actually, it would.
Like,
yeah. No, it's very nice.
Just that color with this pen. I think that could be nice.
Yeah. Now, the next pen is an old one. It's a Conway Stewart 105.
Pretty classic designed.
Well, it's from the 1950s.
Exactly. Sleek black, nice and shiny.
Yeah.
Have a little bit of gold on there. Classic.
And it has a Waterman Tender purple. And I only have a sample of this, and I'm going to order a bottle of that because I really like that purple. And this is a great little pen. As you can see, I have certain designs that I like. Gold and black color is a color scheme I'm a big fan of.
If we were to move the camera to look at these, you would see that much of it is just gold and black.
Or gold or black and silver, yeah. My hands are dirty today, or just sweaty. Anyway, so this is an old pen that I have. It's a classic. It doesn't look like much. But
silver black. That looks pretty good so far.
It's a very nice pen.
I like the design.
Yeah, it's a great design.
It's simple. It's good. It's classic.
It's an Aurora 88P. Ooh. And what did I put in this? I put a Rashizuku, which is Pilot. So,
that is lovely.
Yeah, and it's called Konpeki.
The lines are nice and thick.
This has a beautiful smooth nib, right?
Oh, yeah.
Gold nib, very smooth.
You can tell it's very pressure sensitive.
It's an Italian pen, inspiration taken from the Parker 51, and one of my favorite pens.
Oh, yeah. That is quite excellent.
Yeah. So there you have it. We have 16 pens inked. Some nice inks.
A lot of them.
Oh, and yeah, anyway, we have a lot of stuff we have to do videos on. But I'm trying not to rush my video. This is something we have to do a video on. We're talking about ink samples.
It's a custom PEI pen guide.
I was given this at Pelican Hub by one of the pen club members who was really generous. And this, the case it's in, I thought, wow, that's really cool. Apparently you can buy these at a dollar store and they're used for cosmetics.
It's perfect.
You can put lipsticks in them, and it's perfect for ink samples. You can put brushes or different tools in them.
We'll do a video more in-depth on this.
Yeah, we're going to do a more in-depth video on this.
There's just a little sneak peek.
And I'm going to do some swatching. Yeah.
Stick around to see.
Yeah. So anyway.
It'll be fun.
I hope you have a great day.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching.
We appreciate all the support you give us.
Give us a thumbs up.
Hope you like the videos.
Subscribe.
Maybe tell us about what some of your pens are that are inked right now.
Thump that notification bell.
Just poke the eyeball of the like button.
There you go.
And have a great day.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.